Everybody, hope you're doing well. Look on the screen. Y'all know who it is. Why you wanna act like that? Talking bad about your mom. Why didn't his father raise the son? Why you wanna act like that? What am I talking about? Well, folks, let me tell you. It just amazes me how that's why I don't understand carrying the seed of poverty, D. So it amazes me how when these dusties get the chance to maybe belittle black women or belittle their mom, they jump at it. Don't waste any time. So check out this article here. It says Fast and Furious star says mother forced him to act like he had special needs for a government check. Lady, I don't know if his mama's still around, but courtesy to Poverty D, Poverty C Senior equals Poverty D Junior in most cases. So basically, it sounds like to me his mother could have been committing fraud. I mean, he put it out there. And I wonder if he even thought about that. You put this out about your mom. Maybe the statue has run. But just let's think about it. Dusties don't think, they just do. So you're saying his mother forced him to act like he had special needs for government check. Wow. Okay, people, let's get to it. It says Tyrese Gibson is disclosing shocking details from his childhood, admitting his mother used him as a pawn in an effort to support her family. Quote, my mother blanking stomach was touching my back. Every form of public aid, WIC vouchers, county checks, end quote, Gibson shared on the $1 million Worth of Gain podcast with rapper Keen Gilly and influencer Wallow Z67 of his upbringing. The actor was raised in a Los Angeles neighborhood in a single parent household. He had one brother and two sisters. And there, oh my, he is. He said, my mama made us go to the Social Security building and play R. And I think he's spelling like RETA, the Transformer Star Reveal. Straight up government cheese. He said, you can't arrest my mama because she's gone. Okay, so that answers my question. Gibson said to the camera, his mother, Patricia Murray Gibson, passed away in 2022 after being hospitalized with both COVID-19 and pneumonia. So even that she's passed away, hey, good thing for disparaging her. It's okay to keep secrets. Now, he says, it continues, she said, this is what we're going to do, Gibson said of the device plan. Quote, we got to go into this county building, and if y'all end up doing this, we're going to get $760 a month. And your mama can use this. I'm here. We are in the hood. I'm working and trying to keep up, she said, of life with two sons and two daughters. So here he is with mama. But here's the question. As the mother was working, I have a question. Therese, where was your father? Because it sounds to me like maybe his dad was a typical Tyrone who abandoned the mother, the kids, and the home. So I did a little checking. Voila, it says here, Gibson was born and raised in Watts, Los Angeles, California. His mother, Priscilla Murray Gibson, raised him and his three older siblings as a single parent after his father, Tyrone Gibson, left. Where did Tyrone go? So he left. Even if he left, the mother was working. Why couldn't Tyrone, who decided to get gone, even send money to support his children? It says his father's name was Tyrone Gibson, a typical Tyrone who created a fatherless home. Thing just up and left. Just up and left, people. Gone. Where was his father? Why'd you leave? Why didn't. How do you don't forget that you have 4 children with a woman? 4 mouths to feed, just up and leave. So I want to hear a statement on his father. Why didn't he raise you? What was the issue? If the father had been there, because no woman gets pregnant on her own, maybe your mother would have to create, as some would call this, a survival crime. Yeah, survival crime. Money gets so low, person gets so desperate. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Maybe, just maybe, if the father had left the family, that she would have to commit what I would consider a survival crime. So, out of all the things to think of to put out, knowing that you're famous in the public arena, you want to go ahead and put this out. You ought to be hollering, dear mama. Because I hate to say this, a many black woman, your life would be so much better off if you didn't care to see the poverty deed, if you didn't mate with someone in your dysfunctional, number one fatherless home community. But we don't want to talk about that. What about the man that created a fatherless home? Again, it says here the dude just left. Made a fatherless home. Next thing you know, Joker done took off, but they said, he gone. Did she do the best she could? I would imagine so. 4 children. 4 children. What about the fatherless home? What about your father? Maybe if he'd been there, she wouldn't have to stoop to such. Wow. It says here Gibson, who was only 8 years old at the time, said his mother told him to, quote, delay his answers, which confused him. When he asked for further clarification, she explained, quote, I might ask you a question. What color is the wall? I said, white. She said, don't do that. She said, if they ask you what color is the wall, act like you're thinking about it. Oh no. Gibson clarified that his mother didn't fully unpack the situation or use derogatory language. She was just basically like, hey, we got to go up in there and make them believe that y'all got some issues. Wow. The how you're going to act like that singer said his mother explained that he'd likely have to take some sort of assessment. And he did. He remembered a woman coming into the room talking to me like I'm slow. I'm sorry. Talking to me like I'm slow, placing a puzzle in front of him. Gibson said he followed his mother's request to delay his answers. I don't remember. He says, I don't remember either my sisters doing it. My brother and I definitely did it. Wow. The Fast and Furious actor said he's extremely grateful for what he has now. My wife, my whole career felt like a rental car. Like at some point, I got to give it back, he admitted. I'm almost 30 years old of fame. God's got his hands on me. Every day feels like Christmas. Wow. Interesting. So she wanted him to act like she forced him to act like a special needs child to get a government check. I have one question for him. Son, where your daddy at? Where's the father? How was the father living and eating? I'm sure he didn't starve to death, I would imagine. He didn't think to send back any money home to his family. Anyway, let me know what you all think. They just can't wait to put out something disparaging about the one that stayed. And this is the thanks you get. The thanks you get. What about how she's working hard to give them a birthday, make sure they had a Christmas, Easter clothes? What about all that? Working hard, forsaking her own dreams and aspirations to put a roof over their head and food on the table for 4 kids. What about all that? The appreciation. You had to come up with something like this at your mother's expense. This is the thank you get. The thanks you get. What about if my dad had been a man, a stand-up guy, and been a decent one, and not one who abandoned us? Maybe we would have to resort to such despicable means. What about that? At least trying to counteract with some good. She worked so hard to provide for us. I thank her for that. But no, typical dust storm. This is a thanks you get for procreating with the seed of poverty D, and for just basically taking care of them. So this is the thanks you get. This is the appreciation. Why you want to act like that? Listen, people, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the issue. It's like you couldn't come up with anything else. Even though the woman is not here, you couldn't come up with anything else. They love to disparage their own. But guess what? The blame is never put on the man who created the fatherless home. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you enjoy your day. Thanks for listening.